Hello everyone, this is Ross here for Xbox Gamer Reviews, and today we're taking a look at Mekazoo. This is developed and published by the Good Mood creators. Currently only available in the US Xbox store, priced at $19.99. I do know that it's waiting its PEGI rating, so it will come to EU at some point in the future, so keep an eye out for it. Anyway, Mekazoo is a 2D side-scrolling platformer set in a 3D world. It is inspired by classics in the genre. But anyway, we're going to jump straight into the game now and take a look at what it's all about. Okay, so we've started. There's a big giant sort of frog there, we're going after him. So yeah, this is the game starting up. So there's no real story to it, it's sort of played out as you see there little scenes where you see things happen. There's no dialogue or the such to explain anything, and that in that sense goes down that classic route of platformers where there was no real story back in the day. You just sort of knew what was going off just from the visuals. So we're currently playing as Armadillo, so all the characters, there's 5 in total to play as. They're really named after what animal they are, so this is Armadillo. You've also got Frog, Panda, Pelican and Wallaby. They've all got their own individual abilities, so Armadillo can do a roll like so, a la Sonic the Hedgehog. Frog can swing from his tongue from various little things and enemies as well. So these rings here, they're all ability orientated, so everybody can use these, but they all use them in different ways. So I was just saying there, Frog can swing, so that ring there would have a little bar go through it when you're using Frog, and he'll be able to swing off his tongue. Whereas when we're using it as Armadillo, it sort of becomes a little launcher like that. So yeah, let's blast through this first bit anyway. So get somewhere even. So the whole point is as well, as you saw, there was a giant red frog. That is our typical bad guy, so he's become, if you like, for want of a better word, he's become corrupt, and we've got to go and sort of defeat him to rescue him, and he then becomes the next playable character, and that's how the game plays throughout. So make your way through each world, find the boss, and then yeah, move on to the next one. I mean, as I said earlier on, it's inspired by classics in the genre as well. To me, I get a lot of a game called Psycho Fox coming through while I'm playing this. I don't know if anybody remembers that. It is quite an old title on the Sega Master System back in the 80s. So it shows my age a little bit just there. But yeah, I do get reminded a lot of that game playing this. Let me do anything there now. Okay. Alright, let's go move on. Oh, and we died there. Right, so you can see everything that's sort of bad for your character has got that sort of red glow to it, and it's got sort of the red sparks coming off it. I mean, it's more natural looking objects a bit later on in the game that you will sort of attribute to being dangerous. So things like thorns and like this, they'll sort of light up red. Let's get through here quite quickly. we go. So that little first bit there serves as a tutorial, and then we get to fight Frog now. Gives you a little taster of what the boss fights are like. So the point here is to drop these bombs on top of him. One is underneath them, and after so many he will die and become a playable character for us. I'll try and get him to come here. So we go, we've knocked him out now. Quite easy that one with it being the first. I mean, they're all pretty much work like that. You've got to knock them out using the bombs and the level design to make them become good again and as usable characters. But as you can imagine, later on the boss areas are quite more complicated. But the overall idea is the same. Right, so we've now freed Frog, so you get a little taste of what he's able to do, like so. There we go, you can now use him, which we should do in the first set of levels, I believe. There we go, so yeah, we've got Frog now. His orb's little blue as well, so as you can see there's Wallaby and Armadillo's there. That's Panda and Pelican there, yeah. So I'm going to quickly go through to the pod room and get onto the first world. So this is the pod room, and as you can imagine, as you unlock more worlds, more of those launchers there will show up around this ring for you to jump into. We'll get into this first one, which is called Electric Arboretum. Now I like the way this works, so you go off into the world. I'll press launch while we're talking. Go off into the world, and the world itself is a level for you to collect things and bits and bobs and find the launchers that go off into the individual levels for that world. So yeah, this is the very first one. So as you can see, we're swinging our way around. So there's a level there. I will just quickly show you. Like to go back to the pod room, we have to go all the way back to the start, and you can use the pod room launcher to go back. So let's have a quick look around in here and show you some of the bits and bobs. So, oh yeah, I forgot that door there. So as you can see past the door there's more level there, but we have to complete this first one to open that up. So we'll quickly do this and let's go. Okay, so there's various ways to completing levels. There's different directions and routes to take. A lot of it will be down to which set of mechanicals you are. I mean, when you start the first time, when you start a level, you're whatever you're given character-wise. They're the same every time, but you can't change them. But as you progress through the game, unlock more characters to use, you can come back and find what is known as a switcher, so a switcher animal set. I'm just trying different things here. Switch animal set, so you can reach different areas of the level that you weren't previously able to reach, which you need to do in order to 100% complete the game. That's if you're interested in that. I mean, you can obviously play from start to finish as is, and leave it at that if you want to. So we could have gone up there if we wanted to, but I jumped in this tube instead, which grabbed that gem just there. If you just saw us grab that as we dropped through. So the gems are little collectibles throughout the levels that enable you to unlock new colour schemes and skins and costumes for your animals. So a little bit of customization there for them. There we go. Oops, that damaged me there. There's also gears as well. Now gears are a requirement, if you like, for completing the game. So there's a gear to collect for completing a level, so that's like your standard gear. There's then others for completing the level without dying, completing the level under a certain time, and I think there's one for, well, we'll have a look at them in a minute. I'm trying to concentrate playing this and remember some of the bits about the game. I'm struggling here to get back up there. Right, there, that's better. That's the very first level done. So yeah, we can see now at the end of the level. So we've got our first gear there for completing the game. There's one for destroying all a certain type of an animal. So it would have been the flies there. We didn't do that. There's the time one. Next, completing it without dying, and find the secret switcher. That was the other one. So yeah, the secret switcher, which we talked about earlier, to switch your animals over to a different type. And there's the gems again. So the 4 on the left they're findable in and around the level, and the 4 on the right, I believe you have to collect. These are the little blue orbs that we was collecting while playing. You have to grab those to collect the 4 gems to the right. We also unlocked a new plate in there as well. I did see that pop up at the bottom of the screen. We should be able to see that in a second. Yes, this door's now open. It's just telling us about pressing the X button to switch between the different animals. So, yeah. Okay, so let's go this way. Can we go? I want to find the little pod thing to show you the. There it is. Okay, so these little pods you can come to customise your characters. So you got platings, so you can see they change the colours. There's also different glows as well, so you can get a different colour combination going on with your characters. So whatever colours you do, whatever character is in this pod, it goes across the board. Costumes as well. I've got none in there at the minute, so that's that. You can also jump directly to a level from one of these pods. So as you can see there, you got all 5 worlds to play in, and yeah, you can jump to and from them, but you have had to have unlocked unlocked them and found them to be able to travel to them. So that's that. So yeah, just quick blast around here, show you some of this. What was it in there we're going? No, wrong way. Why is that blocked off? It must be till we complete the other level. Okay, so yeah, what I'm going to do then, I'm going to leave it there for today. This has been my little preview of Mekazoo. Available now, like I said earlier on, currently only available in the US. I do believe that it's having its PEGI rating worked on, so it should be available in the EU whenever that's sorted out. But yeah, anyway, if you're interested, go check it out. I hope this video has given you a nice little insight into the game, what it looks like, what it plays like, and if it has, don't forget to stick a like on the video. Please subscribe if you've not already done so, it does mean a lot to us. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.